what would be your advice for someone coming out of maybe university right now that wants to get in game development and doesn't know how?
Kind of have to find your strength and build a small thing with AAA quality. That's the best advice. Is like I say, when I was doing this, I built at the level that was very small and had the foliage in it. It was different, and it showed that I can think outside of the box a little bit. Versus, you don't try and build a full scale RPG game with all the elements in it. If you can try to build the quality first and don't worry so much about scale. Find your small thing that you can grab onto and do your thing on. Yeah, that's
So
been,
it's like a small scene, a small level, focus on lots of like different aspects of it, but don't make this huge, massive game
yeah,
because
yeah,
then
yeah.
you're just gonna spread out
Yeah,
like
you
the
don't want to
quality that you
spread
could show.
thin.
Yeah.
And there's a need for specialists out there. If your thing is just making materials that, pop, be a material guy that makes materials that pop. If your thing is drawing articulate 3D models, hard surface models, do that. If you like to draw human characters, find your thing and do that. There's lots of specialization out there, and you don't need to build the whole game. uh, you can, I would say, find a team of people. The schools that are out there right now are a big one that I always point to people to. Uh, we're always finding people from like Full Sail, I guess, is one that I could use as an example. People who go to those schools, it's not so much the technology and stuff that they teach because all of that's going to change. It's the opportunity that you get there to work with other people. It's going to be huge to be a part of a small team that actually makes a game. That's a big thing. If you can find that, find other people to work with, find a collaboration. I think I remember this is a really cool thing that just comes to mind. I was doing the Quake 3 maps, and the Rocket Arena thing came back with Quake 3. It was a Quake 2 mod, but it was Quake 3. And I wanted to take some of my small spaces and make them parts of this multi-arena map. And I needed to fill the gaps. So I found these forums, and there was a guy there that was like, hey, I got this little section, and connect the dots with this guy and make it a collaboration. He could build a part of my mission, and it was like a human interaction. You need humans. And to shorten that story, sorry, this guy actually, it's popped up on my LinkedIn feed the other day. He's out there he's doing games now. And that's like super cool. But, find people to work with is a big one. You can get feedback and a loop of constructive criticism to, let you know that it doesn't look that good, whatever you're doing. uh, that would be a big piece of advice is that's going to be huge at being able to thicken that skin of yours to, be proud of your work, but also be able to understand that it's not the best. And when you get that feedback and you're able to act on that feedback, it's going to get better.
So start small. Tools come and go, but really what sticks around is working with other people and then having the confidence to believe in your own work, but also being open to feedback and knowing that you can get better
Yeah.
and looking for those connections and those
Yeah,
people
that's
that,
that's very general, but
yeah.
it has to be. It has to be because everything changes all the time.
And is there just one more question? Is there a trait or skill do you think that would really distinguish kind of a good developer or a good junior developer from a great one? Like what is if you had to have your own team today and you're looking for someone to hire, like what's a trait that you just think is so fundamental to kind of be able to build great experiences, not even just levels, just experiences that players enjoy?
This is communication.
Communication.
Yeah, been a big one for me. I get comfortable working inside my own box, and I want to do my own little thing. But the real power comes from working with others and being able to articulate and communicate. If you develop that as a skill, some guys out here, they kind of skip past all this trench work and they go straight up to the top and they work. They really dangle the strings and work with they have the people skills and they can help make the connections. But that's a big part. And some of the stronger engineers are types that don't write a single bit of code. They just talk to other engineers and prompt engineer. Now you do AI prompting, but you organize and work with people. That's going to be the big PowerPoint of your career.
Is there any advice you'd give to Nathan, young Nathan, 20 years ago, starting out, maybe first job at Medal of Honor, just got in? What advice would you give to that person?
Gosh.
You go back.
Go
Yeah.
stop working so hard. Go home, work 8 hours a day and go home.
Enjoy.
Get a break and breathe a little bit. It's okay. You'll get there.
Get there.
I think there's some things that, like, we talk about the Manvis and all that stuff that I was insane about, and there are parts where I just said, no, I can't do that, or no, that's somebody else's job. Yeah, one of the videos I did, like, I talked about these stupid lamps that I had in the sub pen, and they were really a modeler's job, but I was using like the curve patches from Quake 3 to draw the lamp coming down and then the lamp and the light in it. And we didn't even have a prefab map technology. So each of those was a unique curve patch, and I could use copy paste to put it across the sub pen, but I would just kind of get stuck on those and be like, I need to make them look better and spend more time on those and then copy and paste it across it. It was like, I made like 5 to 7 iterations on those little lamps, and they took a lot of time, and it was those after hours of work that I would go like, and ultimately those should, if I was to redo that, those would be like gray box proximities that I would say these are for an artist to do. I need to go work on my script and make the guys asking you for papers more dynamic. you know
So it's not just kind of part of the message I took from there is not just kind of giving yourself a break and not working so hard, but also kind of focusing on the things that you can do or that you can better at,
Yeah,
like that vertical, rather than like
yeah.
looking at every single challenge and being like, I have to figure this out. I have to solve it.
Yeah, it goes to a lot of the communication stuff that I'm talking about. Like, I could have done better at going to the artist desk and saying, "Can you make me this thing? I really need it
I need
to
help,
feel
please.
the sense of it." Because
Yeah.
that was actually a really low poly wall, and I just wanted that detail there and the light coming off of it. Uh, but yeah, I could have spoke up a little bit more and not been so heavy on myself to do that task.